As Toot drew closer, she could make out the sound of mirthless laughter. The children were chanting in a high-pitched, alternating rhythm. "Nigger lover, dirty Yankee, nigger lover." The children scattered when they saw Toot, but not before one of the boys had sent a stone in his hand sailing over the fence. Toot's eyes followed the stone's trajectory as it came to a rest at the foot of a tree. And there she saw the cause for all the excitement. My mother, and a black girl of about the same age.
This has been Barack Obama with another moment in the life of Barack Obama on the Glenn Beck Program.
Tickets can no longer be bought online. If you want tickets for Cowboy Stadium on Saturday, I cannot believe that I don't even know, we're hundreds of tickets away because we released the production tickets, hundreds away from a sellout. And we're asking if you want these tickets, come to the stadium on Saturday. You can buy the tickets and walk up on Saturday. But they're no longer available at online. Visit mercury1.org for more information. Okay. We were talking about Michelle Bachmann and the Muslim Brotherhood, and I want to show you how deep the denial actually goes in Washington. Can we start, Pat, with the Al-Qaeda clips? Are we at war with the ideology of extremist Muslim Brotherhood?
Yeah, this is at a House hearing last week. Dan Lundgren, a representative, was questioning Paul Stockton from Homeland Security about whether or not extremist Islam is the problem here.
And I want you to listen to this and tell me what kind of crazy upside-down world we're living in. Listen to the links that we have our own people who say they're defending the Constitution, and you listen to the lengths they'll go to be politically correct and to lie to the American people. Listen to this.
Secretary Stockton, are we at war with violent Islamist extremism?
No, sir. We are at war with Al-Qaeda, its
okay,
affiliates,
I understand
and
that.
adherents.
My question is violent Islamist extremism at war with us?
No, sir. We are being attacked by Al-Qaeda and its allies.
Is Al-Qaeda, can it be described as being an exponent of violent Islamist extremism?
The Al-Qaeda are murderers with
No,
an ideological
that's not my question.
agenda.
That wasn't my question. My question was, is Al-Qaeda acting out violent Islamist extremism?
Al-Qaeda is a violent organization dedicated to overthrowing the values that we intend to advance.
Yes or no?
Can I hear the question again?
Yeah, not that hard.
It's incredible.
I'll make it as clear as I can. We are not at war with Islam.
I didn't ask
and
that.
It is
I did not ask that, sir. I asked whether we're at war with violent Islamist extremism. That's my question.
No, we're at war with Al-Qaeda and its affiliates.
Al-Qaeda, how does Al-Qaeda define itself? Are they dedicated to violent Islamist extremism?
Al-Qaeda would love to convince Muslims around the world that the United States is at war with Islam.
That's
a prime propaganda tool, and I'm not going to aid and abet that effort to advance their propaganda goals.
Is there a difference between Islam and violent Islamist extremism?
Sir, with great respect, I don't believe it's helpful to frame our adversary as Islamic with any set of qualifiers that we might add.
Stop.
Because
I want you to listen to this. They defined themselves as Islamic. If we cannot tell the truth, we cannot defeat a foe. Is it helpful to say, are the Nazis Germans? Sir, we are at war with the Nazis. Are they Germans? Sir, it is not helpful to define them as Germans.
Sir, they are just really mean people who don't brush their teeth or wash behind their ears.
They are murderers. We know that. We know that. But they define themselves as the Aryan nation. They define themselves as Germans. They are looking for the Third Reich. You can't cut the German out of the Nazi. At least in World War II, you couldn't do it. It was a German movement. That doesn't mean that all Germans were Nazis. It doesn't mean anything other than the Nazis currently are in German. They describe themselves as Aryans and Germans.
We didn't have to do all those gymnastics back
We
in the...
didn't.
We didn't have to do that stuff then.
But here's why this is so dangerous. This is what's happening in our FBI, in our Department of Homeland Security, where they won't let you say anything about Muslims. Well, I'm sorry, but not all Muslims are good, and not all Christians are good. I don't think it's good to call all abortion killers Christians. Well, no, you know what? They'll claim they're Christians, but they're Christian extremists. They're crazy Christians. And it's important to know. That doesn't mean that you're going to find them in most of our churches, but you will find them. Do I think that who are the people coming to protest us this week?
Westboro
Baptist Church. Do I think they're Christians? No. I don't recognize them in any way, shape, or form as Christians. By their fruits ye shall know them. Their fruits tell me they are not followers of Jesus Christ. However, they claim they're Christians. So I will say they are Christian nut job extremists because they're using the name of Jesus Christ in a completely perverted way. They're Christian nut job extremists that are dangerous.
And it's important to know their motivation. As you see, every time there's a mass shooting, the left reaches for every single link they can get to Tea parties or whatever. They always care about the motivation unless it's Islamic extremism.
Exactly right. What did they do with the shooter in Batman? They immediately said, see, he's a Tea Party guy. He's not a Tea Party guy. He's not. He's not affiliated with a Tea Party in any way, shape, or form. Now, you tell me how safe you are under this president with this kind of nonsense. But it doesn't stop there. Let's go to Eric Holder, shall we? Here's Eric Holder.
This is when? This is a couple of years ago now, right? I mean, because this is a long-term pattern that's been going on for a while.
Yeah.
There are a variety of reasons why I think people have taken these actions. It's hard. One, I think you have to look at each individual case. I mean, we're in the process now of talking to Mr. Shahzad to try to understand what it is that drove him to take the action.
Okay. But radical Islam could have been one of the reasons?
There are a variety of reasons why people...
But was radical Islam one of them?
There are a variety of reasons why people do these things. Some of them are potentially religious-based.
Okay, but all I'm asking is if you think among those variety of reasons, radical Islam might have been one of the reasons that the individuals took the steps that they did.
We see, say, radical Islam. I mean, I think those people who espouse a version of Islam that is not...
Are you uncomfortable attributing any of their actions to radical Islam? It sounds like...
No, I don't want to say anything negative about a religion that is...
No, I'm not talking about a religion.
Like
I'm talking about radical Islam. I'm not talking about the general religion.
These guys are so beholden to the Muslim Brotherhood, it is frightening.
My gosh.
It is so terrifying.
And it's obviously policy.
Listen to what they're saying. They called the bishops of the Catholic Church into the White House and told them, you have to stop listening to such extremists in your own church. You need more moderate people to listen, and we can give you those priests and those pastors and those bishops to listen to. They told the leadership of the Catholic Church that they were extremists. And that, they won't say this here. They are at war with the Catholic Church. And they will not say, they have no problem being at war with Christians. They are beholden to the Muslim Brotherhood. Barack Obama has appointed Muslim Brotherhood people to his own security apparatus. They have infiltrated at every level, and Barack Obama has aided and abetted. I want you to know, George Bush did the same thing, just not nearly at this speed. But there were Muslim Brotherhood people. He went and played the game with care. They are a very dangerous organization. They are an unindicted co-conspirator. Somebody needs to stand guard. This is extraordinarily dangerous. This is something that we cannot play politics with. These are the things that you have to have the facts to be able to argue with your friends. Most people are tired of the Muslim extremist thing. They're tired of the war and everything else. The war in Afghanistan, I don't even know what we're doing anymore. Bring our troops home. The war is inside our own country, inside our own administration, inside the Pentagon, inside the State Department, inside our own country. That's not all Muslims. I have a very good friend who is Muslim, who's one of the bravest guys I know, but he is not politically correct. He is ostracized every step of the way. The president will meet with the Muslim Brotherhood, but he would never meet with Zuhdi Jasser. Why? Why? I'll tell you why. Because Zuhdi Jasser is an enemy of the Muslim Brotherhood. This administration, knowingly or unknowingly, you decide, is seriously on the wrong side. Give them the benefit of the doubt, unknowingly on the wrong side. They are the smartest people in the world, but somehow or another, they've been duped by some of the world's worst people. Warning. Support Michelle Bachmann today. I want you to call John Boehner's office. Maybe he'll deny and say it never happened, it never did. I don't know. But they are pressuring her today, according to sources not Michelle Bachmann, to either apologize today for what she said, and what she said is true. You may not like it, but it's true. They're telling her you can either get kicked off of your committee on intelligence. You need somebody like Michelle Bachmann there. You can either get kicked off or you can apologize. I haven't talked to Michelle. I don't know. She may apologize today. She should not apologize today. But it's really being run by John McCain and John Boehner. Call them. Politely tell them, leave Michelle Bachmann alone.